Hello and welcome to the first substantive lecture in the course where we're going to actually talk about landing pages, squeeze pages, and sales funnels. I mean, after all, what does it all mean? And more specifically, what does it mean to you? Please allow me to explain. First, what I want you to do is to keep going from the beginning to the end of this course. So in support of that, here's your first aha moment. A landing page equals a squeeze page, which equals a sales funnel. They're all the same thing. Now, in reality, if you get really specific, they're not the same thing. Landing pages and squeeze pages are usually web pages, and sales funnels are the entire funnel, which could include web pages and email. So in reality, the landing page or the squeeze page is where you enter a sales funnel. So sorry to say they're equal and then tell you they're not. It's useful to know that they're equal but not. But what are they anyway? Let's talk about the sales funnel, the larger concept here. A sales funnel is a series of web-based pages or emails that are meant to turn total strangers into customers. Sound good? I think that's probably what you're after if you're watching this course. But how do they work? By giving away free stuff most often. And most often that stuff is information. This free stuff that you're giving away to get people to enter your sales funnel is known as a lead magnet. Now, I know what you're thinking right up front is, ouch, I haven't even begun and I'm already giving my stuff away for free. But during this course, I'm going to show you how to make cheap and easy lead magnets or stuff that you give away to get people to enter your sales funnel. And you're going to do it fast. So anyway, back to sales funnels. Sales funnels either directly sell things, which we're not going to do in this course. This is tacky. It's the direct approach. It's the impatient approach. And it's not the approach we're going to use. Instead, more often, you use sales funnels to get people to sign up to a mailing list. I know what you're thinking. Wait a second. Why a mailing list? Once again, I'm not selling anything. I'm giving stuff away for people to sign on to a mailing list. Why? First, so you can sell to a customer multiple times. Once you have them on your list, you have them captive. Next, you can include new releases. What if you have stuff that you're not ready to announce when you capture the person into your sales funnel? Well, if you get them on a mailing list, once the stuff is ready, you can actually announce it. And finally, you can make customers into friends by providing them with educational material. You usually distribute a combination of educational and promotional material on the 80-20 rule. 80 educational, 20 sales. So you're still not convinced? Well, I want you to think about it. These are people who have already taken action to sign up to your list. Think about it. It's hard to get people to take action. You probably already know that. If you get them to take action, why would you ever let them get away? So, get them on your mailing list. Forget about direct sales. Be nice to them. Give them educational material. Whatever it takes to get them to sign up. And that's usually a lead magnet. Now, let's look at a landing page or a squeeze page or an entry into a sales funnel, however you want to describe it. I'm going to show you one that I've created recently, and we're actually going to use it as the basis for a lot of the course. This sales funnel gives away books. It's attempting to sell a series of books written by my wife, Melanie Jackson. So let's go over it. It gives a title up front. This is the Chloe Boston newsletter. Receive Moving Violation, the first book in Melanie Jackson's Chloe Boston Cozy Mystery Series. Absolutely free for subscribing to the Chloe Boston newsletter. And then it asks for an email and it has a big subscribe button. That's all you've got to do. So you want to make it simple. There are forms that you can create that asks for the subscriber's name and first name, last name, all of the stuff. Most of the time, you want to keep it really simple. We just want the email address. We just want to be able to send a course of emails. So prompt for the email and have a big subscribe button. And then we reassure them. Receive moving violation free as a thank you gift for signing up. This is risk-free. Unsubscribe at any time and keep the thank you gift. Afterwards, and here I'm letting them know what's going to happen, you'll receive weekly discount notifications on the remainder of the Amazon ebooks and the Chloe Boston Mystery Series. And that's it. Yes, it really is that simple. And here I used a product called Boxshot 4, which I have a course for, to create a 3D version of the book that actually doesn't exist. It's a product mock-up. Now, here's the deal. When you enter the email address and you hit subscribe, this is what happens in my sales funnel. I notify the person that they're not done. They need to check their email for a confirmation email that MailChimp sends to them. This is called double opt-in. And what it allows you to do is to confirm that the person has actually provided a valid email. Now let's talk about this. There are two options. You have single and double opt-in mailing lists. Single opt-in lists don't require this email confirmation, and marketers prefer this method because they don't lose sales prospects. Sometimes you can lose people in the going between web pages and then having to go check their email. They just don't do it, and they end up losing the confirmation email, or the confirmation email goes into their spam bucket and they never even see it. Double opt-in sends an email asking them to confirm their email to actually subscribe to the list. This is a safer method. Now, MailChimp recently changed their default to single opt-in, because this is big with marketers and they're apparently wanting to be more of a marketing email platform. I still prefer double opt-in. I know I'm old-fashioned. So I'm going to give you some leeway here. During the course, you can either choose single or double opt-in, depending on what you think is better. Get them without any confusion, or get them and confirm their address. You choose. I've given you my opinion, but I'm going to show you what happens in a double opt-in. This stuff here you wouldn't see in a single opt-in. I tell the person to go check their email. Now, when they check their email, they're going to see an email that looks like this. And they've got to click, yes, subscribe me to the list. Once they do that, I know it's actually a valid email that they supplied. If I don't do this, I'm kind of trusting them. So this is the next form that you would see. That in-between forms, the email and that in-between form, you wouldn't see if you choose single opt-in. But this is for both double and single opt-in. You finally say, hey, your subscription is confirmed, and this is where I finally give them access to their free book. They just click on moving violation. I give them a PDF version. And then I warn them, hey, keep your eyes open for the newsletter. The first one is coming. And I even do a little bit of customer gathering by asking them to subscribe to Melanie's. This is my wife's book, by the way. Facebook, Twitter, or homepage. So think of all the things that were accomplished there. It's great. I gave away a PDF of the first book in the series, but I got their email, and I potentially got them on other vehicles for marketing books. Now, finally, what I end up doing is I send a course of emails. So they're all going to look like emails, and they're going to be a combination of educational material and marketing information. And I do this via an autoresponder course. Now, what is an autoresponder course? You may be familiar with mail servers like MailChimp, and you've sent email campaigns. So what you do to send an email campaign is you take action to send an email at a specific time. Yes, you can schedule it to happen in the future and stuff, but you usually just send it now. And it's typically used to announce new products. Your other option is to create an autoresponder course. Now, what that does is you sequence your emails ahead of time. You program them. So this one's going to be happening on day 1. This one's going to happen a week later. This one a week after that. And then you send educational and promotional emails. They're all scheduled relative to when the subscriber subscribed to the list. So on day 1, they get this. 7 days after they subscribed. So you can see, based on when people subscribe, they're going to be getting the autoresponder course at different times. And here's the kicker. This is why we're using this, and this is why this is gold. No action is required by you. This all happens automatically. The only thing you have to do is set up your sales funnel and then drive traffic to it. This is what passive income is all about, and this is what really passive income is talking about. Get people to sign up to your mailing list, hit them with an autoresponder course of things that you'd like to sell to them, in addition to educational information that keeps them subscribed to the mailing list. Remember, they can unsubscribe at any moment. And you generate passive income without doing anything. Well, that's not quite true. Driving traffic, that's the number one thing you've got to do now. Now, let me show you each piece of the puzzle and how it fits. In the remainder of this section, we're going to talk about each piece. You might have noticed that these squeeze pages or landing pages, or the entryway into my sales funnel, is more elaborate than a standard WordPress web page. And the reason is that you want to dazzle people and get them in. Now, I create these using a WordPress plugin called FunnelKit Go, and we're going to talk about that in the next lecture.